Okay. See, who is going to share now? I have the PDF, but I will be in the meeting. So, ಇಂದು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ PDF ನೀವೇ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಇಂದ?
Okay, I'll try, ma'am.
ಟ್ರೈ ಅಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದಾರಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ ಜೂನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಶೇರ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ನೀವು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಕಾವ್ಯ
Yes, ma'am.
ನೀವು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ನಾನು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಹತ್ರ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಐಶ್ವರ್ಯ,
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ನೀವು ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರೋ ಅಥವಾ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರೋ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿ?
ಈಗ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್ ಇದು 4 ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ?
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಶೂರ್.
ಓಕೆ. Komal Inchara from 3rd ISE, Indu and Kavya from 5th ISE.
Ma'am, okay, ma'am. Share, ma'am.
Okay. So first Kavya will explain. Next from 3rd ISE Inchara. Okay, and once again from 5th ISE Indu, and from 3rd ISE last Komal. They are going to explain the problems. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So one second, I'll send the scripts to Aishwarya. Aishwarya, check your WhatsApp.
Ma'am, bandida.
Okay. So,
okay.
First Kavya.
1 minute, ma'am. ನಾನು ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು 2 minutes ಬೇಕು.
Okay. Okay, Aishwarya. So Kavya, be ready now.
Yes, ma'am. Kavya?
Hello?
You're the first to explain.
Okay.
Okay, give me just a minute.
Hello, Aishwarya. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Ha, ma'am.
Uh, uh, ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಾ?
Ha, ma'am. Just half a minute, ma'am. I'm sharing the screen.
Okay, okay.
Kavya, is my screen visible?
Visible ಇದೆ.
Okay, you can start now.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself Kavya from 5th Sem ISC. Today I am going to solve the problems on directions. One morning, Uday and Vishal were talking to each other face to face at a crossing. If Vishal's shadow was exactly to the left of Uday, which direction was Uday facing? Option A, east, B, west, C, north, D, south. Answer is C. In the morning sunrise from east and condition is both are looking to each other. So when sun will rise, it's definitely the shadow will be in the west direction. And again condition is Vishal's shadow was it at the left of Uday. That means when Uday faced to Vishal and from east direction, shadow of Vishal will come in left of Uday. That means Uday is facing in the north direction. So answer is north. Second one, if southeast becomes north, northeast becomes west, and so on, what will west become? Option A, northeast, B, northwest, C, northeast, D, southwest. In the first figure, it is clear that southeast is as north and northeast becomes west. So opposite to the west is east and north to south. Hence, west is known as southeast. In the second figure, it is very simple. Just we need to compare two figures. We can get the answer as southeast. Third question.
I guess everyone are getting the topic. Here they are saying that the new name of the west will be southeast. Here the only thing is we have to compare the problem, that is southeast. That southeast, in the place of southeast, what we are having, that is north, and hence in the place of north we are having southeast, and hence the problem's answer will be southeast. If you have any doubt at any point of time, you can raise your hand so that we'll come to know that you people are having doubts.
Third question. X started to walk straight towards south. After walking 5 meters, he turned to the left and walked 3 meters. After this, he turned to the right and walked 5 meters. Now to which direction X is facing? Option A, northeast, B, south, C, north, D, southwest. In this problem, X started to walk straight towards south. After walking 5 meters, he turned to the left and walked 3 meters. After this, he turned to the right and walked 5 meters. Hence, X will face in the end towards south. Fourth question. One evening before sunset, Rekha and Emma were talking to each other face to face. If Emma's shadow was exactly to the right of Emma, which direction was Rekha facing? Option A, north, B, south, C, east, D. Data is inadequate. In this problem, evening if you are facing north, then shadow will be placed to the right. Then Rekha facing south. Fifth question. Rahul put his timepiece on the table in such a way that at 6 p.m. our hand points to the north. In which direction the minute hand will point at 9:15 p.m. Option A, southeast, B, south, C, north, D, west. At 6 p.m. we have to set direction such that our hand becomes shows the north direction, and we know 12 is just opposite to the 6. Then minute and show the south direction. But when the time become 9:15, the hour hand move to the 90 degree and the minute hand also move in 90 degree. Then that situation, hour hand directed towards east direction and minute hand direct west direction. Answer is option D, west. Thank you.
Who gonna explain next?
Akka, Inchara.
Inchara. Okay, give me 1 minute.
Akka, only 3 problems are different.
You people know that because ma'am gave you problems, or I don't know what the thing is. Whichever is different, I think you can explain them, or you can stress over the other explanation, and you can take more time on those 3 problems itself.
Okay.
It's visible for you. The screen is
Akka, it's visible.
okay. You can start.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Inchara from 3rd SEM ISC department. Today I am going to discuss about a problems on direction. Before going to solving a problem, we discuss about some basic concepts of a direction. Yes, we are all know that there are 4 main directions: east, west, north, and south, and 4 cardinal directions: northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest. At the time of sunrise, if a man stands facing the east, his shadow will towards his west. And the time of sunset, the shadow of an object is always in the east. And if a man stands facing the north at the time of sunrise, his shadow will towards his left. And at the time of sunset, it will be towards his right. And at 12 noon, the rays of the sun are vertically downward. Hence, there will be no shadow. Okay, then we go for problems.
Okay, anybody having any doubts or in this direction problem, first and foremost, we have to remember all these 4 points to solve the problem. Otherwise, the problems becomes complex or we may take more time. Any doubts in these 4 points, you can ask her. You continue, Inchara.
Okay, one morning, Uday and Vishal were talking to each other face to face at a crossing. If Vishal's shadow was exactly to the left of Uday, which direction was Uday facing? By seeing this diagram, Uday and Vishal were face to face. Here, Uday is for Uday, his right side is east and his left side is west. When Uday and Vishal standing face to face, Vishal's shadow was exactly opposite of left of Uday. Then Uday facing which direction? Yes, Uday facing a north direction. Then answer is option C, north. Next one. If southeast becomes north and northeast becomes west and so on, what will be west becomes? Yes, by seeing two diagrams, we conclude that here southeast becomes north and exact opposite of north, that is south, and northeast becomes west. Therefore, west opposite to the west is east. Therefore, we conclude it is clear from the diagram the new name of a west is southeast. Then answer is south, option C, southeast. Then third one. A man walks 5 kilometers towards south and then he turns to the right. After walking 3 kilometers, he turns to the left and walks 5 kilometers. Now, in which direction he is from the starting place? Yes, if he starts from point A, he walks towards the south about 5 kilometers and he turns his right and walks 3 kilometers and he turns to the left and walks 5 kilometers. By seeing a diagram, we conclude that he is in southwest direction. That is option D, southwest. Yes, fourth one. Rasik walked 20 meters towards the north. Then he turns right and walks 30 meters. Then he turns right and walks 35 meters. Then he turns left and walks 15 meters. Finally, he turns left and walks 15 meters. In which direction and how many meters he is from the starting position? Yes, see diagram. He starts from A and walks 20 meters. And he turns his right and walks 30 meters. And he turns his right and walks 35 meters. And he turns and he walks 15 meters. And he turns his right and walks 15 meters. And then what is, then they ask that in which direction and how many meters he is from a starting position. Hence, the required distance is A to F, that is 30 plus 15, that is 45. From the above diagram, F is in east direction from A. Hence, the required answer is 45 meter, option D. Then fifth one. A man walks 2 kilometers towards north. Then he turns to east and walks 10 kilometers. After this, he turns to north and walks 3 kilometers. Again, he turns towards east and walks 2 kilometers. How far he is from a starting point? Yes, he starts from A and walks towards north 2 kilometers and he turns to east and walks 10 kilometers. Then he turns to north again and walks 3 kilometers and he walks again towards east about 2 kilometers. Then what is its require and what is how far he is from a starting point? Hence, the required distance is A to E. By applying a Pythagoras theorem, that is square root of 5 square plus 12 square, that is 13. Option B, 13.
Is there any doubt in these 5 problems? Anybody want any clarification on any of these? Who is next?
Indu Lakshmi.
Okay, 1 minute.
Okay.
Indu, it's visible?
Yes, Aishwarya.
Okay, you can start.
Okay. Good afternoon, one and all. My name is Indu Lakshmi HC, 5th SEM ISC. Today I am going to explain some of the problems on permutations and combinations. Before that, we can see definitions of permutations and combinations. In simple terms, permutation is arrangement of numbers or objects, and combinations is a selection of numbers or objects. Aishwarya?
ಹಾ
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನು.
No, I can see that the screen is been shared because this red line shows that the screen is visible to all.
ಓಕೆ.
May I share it again?
ಹಾ.
Wait. Now?
ಓಕೆ ಐಶ್ವರ್ಯ.
Okay, continue.
Scroll up.
First problem, huh?
No. Formulas ಇದೆ ನೋಡು.
This one? Okay.
Let's see some of the formulas. N factorial is equal to into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into up to 3 into 2 into 1. NPR is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r whole factorial. NCR is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r whole factorial into r factorial. Important results are NCN is equal to 1, C equal to 1, NC is equal to 8. Let's take some of the problems. First problem. From a group of 7 men and 6 women, 5 persons are to be selected to form a committee so that at least 3 men are there on the committee. In how many ways can it be done? Options are A 564, B 640, C 735, D 756, E none of these. Option D is right because we have to form a committee of 5 members out of 7 men and 3 women. And the question given that in that group at least 3 men should be there. So we can form the committee like this: 3 men and 2 women group, or 4 men and 1 women group, or 5 are only men. So the required number of ways: 7C3 into 6C2 plus 7C4 into 6C1 plus 7C5. By using the formula n factorial divided by n minus r whole factorial into r factorial, we can find the solution, that is 756. Second problem. In how many ways can the letters of the word leader be arranged? Option A 72, B 144, C 360, D 720, E none of these. Option C is right because leader has 6 letters and E is repeated twice. So the required number of ways is equal to 6 factorial divided by 1 factorial into 2 factorial into 1 factorial into 1 factorial into 1 factorial, that is 360. Third problem. In how many different ways can the letters of the word leading be arranged in such a way that the vowels are come together? Options are A 360, B 480, C 720, D 5040, E none of these. Option C is right because the word leading has 7 different letters. Here we can arrange L and D G are 4 different letters and E A I can form only one letter because E A I are the vowels and it should be always come together. So 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. That is 120 ways we can arrange N and D, G and EAI. EAI are the 3 different letters. We can arrange it 6 different ways. So the required number of ways are 120 into 6, that is 720. Okay. Fourth problem. In a group of 6 boys and 4 girls, 4 children are to be selected. In how many different ways can they be selected such that at least one boy should be there? Options are A 159, B 194, C 205, D 209, E none of these. Option D is right because we have to select 4 children among Aishwarya, scroll up. Okay. Among 6 boys and 4 girls. So we can form like this: 1 boy and 3 girls, or 2 boys and 2 girls, or 3 boys and 1 girl, or 4 are boys. So by using the formula n factorial divided by n minus r whole factorial into r factorial, we can find the solution, that is option D 209. Aishwarya, fifth problem. And the last problem. In how many ways can a group of 5 men and 2 women be made out of total of 7 men and 3 women? Option A 63, B 90, C 126, D 45, E 135. Option A is right because we have to choose 5 men out of 7 men and 2 women out of 3 women. By using the same formula n factorial divided by n minus r whole factorial into r factorial, we can find the solution, that is 63. Thank you one and all.
Any problem has to be repeated, you can ask so that we can understand properly. Any such? Okay, Indu, thank you. Who is the next?
Next is I'm Komal. I'm going to do next one.
Okay, 1 minute. It's visible, Komal? Hello. Komal?
Yes, it is visible.
You can start now.
Hello everyone, I'm Komal Patil and today I'm going to discuss few problems on permutation and combination. As we all know, permutation is very easy and at the same time it is a little confusing also. So let's discuss a few problems on this today. Problem number 1. Out of 7 consonants and 4 vowels, how many words of 3 consonants and 2 vowels can be formed? So here they are asking us to form a word of 5 letters, which should be consisting 7 consonants and 4 vowels. So they have given options also: A 210, B 1050, C 25,200, D 21,400, and E none of the above. So let's see.
So first we'll calculate number of ways of selecting the words. So we can select either 3 consonants out of 7 or 2 vowels out of 4. So since it's a combination, it becomes 7C3 into 4C2. We know the formula of combination, that is NCR equals to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial into r factorial. So if we simplify this, it will become 7 factorial divided by 4 factorial into 3 factorial into 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 2 factorial. If we further simplify this, it will become 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 divided by 3 into 2 into 1 into 2 into 1. So this becomes 210. So we have calculated is number of ways. So each, they have told us to a 5-letter word. So 5 letters are there. So number of ways of arranging becomes 5 factorial. So that is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. That is 120. So finally, required number of ways is 210 into 120. That becomes 25,200. So answer is option C, 1,200. So let's see next question. How many 3-digit numbers can be formed from the digits 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, which are divisible by 5, and none of the digits is repeated? So they have given here a condition here that digits should be divisible by 5 and there is no repetition. And options are A 5, B 10, C 15, and D 20. So let's see explanation. Since each desired number is divisible by 5, that is the condition, so we must have 5 at the units place. So units place is filled by 1. So now remaining are 1, 2, like 3, 2, 6, 7, and 9. So these are 5 numbers. So 5 numbers are remaining. So 10th place must be filled with remaining 5 digits. That is 2, 3, 6, 7, and 9. So now 10th place is filled. Now 100th place is filled by remaining the 4 digits. So that becomes 4 into 5 into 1. That is equals to 20. So this is required number is 20. So answer is option D. Now let's see third question. In how many ways a committee consisting of 5 men and 6 women can be formed from 8 men and 10 women? They have given us 8 men and 10 women, out of which we have to construct a committee. Since it's a combination, they have given options also. A is 266, B is 5040, C is 11,760, D is 86,400, and E none of these. The explanation, required number of ways. Since it's a combination, it becomes 8C3 and 10C6. That is, we are taking 5 men out of 8 and similarly 6 women out of 10. That becomes 8 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 5 factorial and into 10 factorial divided by 4 factorial into 6 factorial. Right, after simplification, it becomes 8 into 7 into 6 into 10 into 9 into 8 and into 7. Whole divided by 3 into 2 into 1 into 4 into 3 into 1. So after simplifying this will become 11,760. The answer is option C, 11,760. Let's see the fourth question. How many 4-letter words with or without meaning can be formed out of letters of the word logarithm if repetition of letters is not allowed? Here again they have the given condition that no repetition. So options are A 40, B 400, C 5,400, and D 2,520. So let's see how to solve this. Logarithm, Logaritms. It contains 10 different words. No word is repeated here. So required number of words, that is number of arrangements of 10 letters taking 4 at a time. So it is permutation and it becomes 10p4. And we all know the formula of permutation, that is NPR equals to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. And after simplification, it becomes 10 into 9 into 8 into 7, that is 5040. So from the option, that is option C. Option C is the answer. So next, let's see next question. A box contains 2 white balls, 3 black balls, and 4 red balls. In how many ways can 3 balls be drawn from the box if at least 1 black ball is to be included in the draw? So options are A 32, B 48, C 64, D 96, E none of the above. So they have given a condition that at least 1 black ball should be added. They have said at least means minimum 1 ball should be added. So they have not told maximum how many. We have to take 3 balls. At least 1 should be black. So since it's a combination, it becomes C. Since it's a combination, we have to take 1 black ball and 2 non-black balls, that is either white or red, 2 black balls and 1 non-black, that is white or red, and all 3 black balls. So since it's a combination, it becomes 3C1 into 6C2 plus 3C2 into 6C1 plus 3C3. And formula we know already, n factorial divided by n minus r factorial into r factorial. So after simplification, it becomes 3 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 1 factorial into 6 factorial divided by 4 factorial into 2 factorial plus 3 factorial divided by 1 factorial into 2 factorial into 6 factorial divided by 5 factorial into 1 factorial plus that is C3, 3C3, that is 1 only. So it becomes 3 into 6 into 5 plus 3 into 2 into 6 plus 1 divided by 2 into 1 into 2 into 1. So that is 45 plus 18 plus 1, and answer is 64. That is option C. So thank you everyone.
फोन पूछी ना उसके फोन सता गेम खेल दो तो बिलानी कहीं सुनो तो
Any doubts? Thank you, Komal. Who is next? Spurti.
Mine is Aishwarya. Mine is last. I think it's Pallavi.
Who is next? Pallavi.
One second.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Komal completed, no?
हाँ ma'am, Komal completed.
Okay.
Yes,
Next, Spurti is there, Aishwarya.
हाँ ma'am, she's saying
Yes,
that
ma'am.
she's last, but one more girl is there, I guess.
Pallavi is there, ma'am.
No, Pallavi is coding and decoding, no? Pallavi, yours?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So yours is on tomorrow, Saturday, not today, Pallavi.
Today also there, ma'am. Placement activity.
Yes. I just want. Where is Spurti? Spurti, you are there, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You can explain now your problems.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So after completion of the Spurti, you can start Pallavi. Let her to
Okay.
explain now.
Okay, ma'am.
Aishwarya, please share the PDF sent by Spurti.
हाँ ma'am, sure. ma'am.
हाँ.
Spurti has shared the screen. Can you see it?
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay, you can start.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Spurti from some ISC. Now I'm going to explain about coding and decoding programs. So let's start. So the first program is we should find the output of the program. Ash include stdio.h, which is a header file. Stdio.h stands for standard input output. So next is int main, which is a main function. Next, enum, status, pass, fail, AT and KT. Enum, here enum refers for enumerated data type. Enum is a enumerated data type which stores predefined values. Here predefined values are pass, fail, AT and KT. Enum status stud1, stud2 and stud3. So let's initialize stud1, stud2 and stud3. Here stud1 is initialized pass, stud2 is equals to AT and KT, stud3 is equals to fail. So enum, as I said, enum stores predefined values. Enum stores predefined values in the form of 0, 1 and 2. So here 0 stands for pass, 1 stands for fail and AT/KT stands for 2. So we should print those values which are stud1, stud2 and stud3. So stud1 which is pass, pass is 0. So the pass is 0. Stud2 is equals to AT/KT which is 2 and stud3 is equals to fail, that is 1. So the answer is 0, 2 and Aishwarya?
Huh?
Scroll down.
Second problem, right? Or you're still in the first problem?
Second problem.
I think now it's visible for you.
No, first problem over.
Yeah, means I'm in the
No,
second. I have scrolled to second. Spurti.
Here first, it's showing first program.
I think there's some miscommunication. Wait, give me 1 minute. Now?
Wait, some network issues there. Yeah, now it's visible. So next problem, Ash include stdio.h which is a header file. Int x is equals to 40. Here we have initialized x is equals to 40. Int main, which is a main function. Next, int x is equals to 20. We have initialized x is equal to 20. Printf, here we have to print the value of x. So here int x is equals to 20. It is a global variable, as all you know, which is declared outside a main function. So it is called a global variable. And int x is equal to 20, it is a local variable which is declared inside the function. So when there is a conflict between global variable and local variable, local variable has higher priority. So here x value will be 20 and the answer is 20. Next program, Ash stdio.h int main, int x is equals to 10, y is equal to 20. z is equal to 5 and I. So here x will be initialized to 10, y will be initialized to 20, z is initialized to 5. So here a condition is given, that is I is equals to x is less than y is less than z. So now next printf, we have to print the value of I. So let's find what is the value of I. So here, as I said, a condition is given. Let's check the condition. I is equals to x is less than y is less than z. So the value of x is 10, where the value of y is 20. So let's compare. 10 is less than 20, which is true. So in programming languages like C and all, if the condition becomes true, it will be replaced by 1. So 10 is less than 20, the condition is true, it will be replaced by 1. 1 is less than z, the value of z is 5. 1 is less than 5, it is true. So 1 will be initialized to I. So the value of I is 1. So the answer is 1. Next one. Ash include stdio.h int main, int a of 5 is equals to 2, 3. So as you can see here, array is given. The name of the array I have given as A, and index is 5 up to 5. As you know that array index starts from 0 and up to n, you can give anything. So I have taken 0 to 5, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And is equal to 2, 3. So a of 0 and a of 1 values are given, where a of 0 is equal to 2 and a of 1 is equal to 3. Then we have to find the values of a of 2, a of 3 and a of 4. So if the arrays are partially initialized means in this program only a of 1 and a of 0 values are given, that is 2 and 3, and a of 2, a of 3 and a of 4 are not given values, so it is automatically initialized to 0. So the option is 0, 0 and 0, that is option D. Next program. Ash include stdio.h int main. Here int x is equals to 12, y is equal to 7 and z. Here next z is equal to x is not equal to 4 or y equal to z. So here we have to find the value of z. Int x z is equal to x is not equal to 4. The value of x is 12, where 12 is not equal to 4. The condition becomes true. As before the before program I said that in programming language if the condition becomes true, it will be replaced by 1. So here the 12 is not equal to 4. The condition becomes true, it will be replaced by 1, or y equal to 2. The value of y is 7 is equal to 2. The condition becomes false. In OR operator, if either of one condition is true, the value will be true. So the value of z is equals to 1. The last program. Ash include stdio.h int main. Here int I is initialized to 2, int j is equals to 1 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we have to find the value of j. So let's find the value of j. J is equal to I plus the value of I is 2. As there are many input for single variable, so precedence is from right to left. So we have to take the number 5 to add for I. So the value of I is 2. 2 plus 5 is equals to 7. So the value of j is 2, 7. Thank you.
I guess all the programs were easy and you people got it. So let's see who is next. Who is next? Pallavi, you or Pooja?
Yeah, it's mine.
Pallavi?
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Pallavi?
Hello, ma'am.
So how many minutes you are going to take? 20, 15 minutes or 20 minutes?
15 minutes enough, I think.
15 minutes is required, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Aishwarya, we'll do one thing. We will continue the activity tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. And one more thing I want to tell. See here, only see the participants list. How many students are there? Aishwarya, how many students are there in the meeting?
55, ma'am.
See this. Actually, 5th sem class strength is 65 and 3rd sem class strength is 68. Only 55 students are there in the placement activity. Okay. So we will continue the activity tomorrow. Okay. So we will wind up the activity now.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So you can leave the meeting now. Pallavi, you be ready tomorrow. Okay. And after Pallavi, Pooja is there. Pooja is also explaining problems on calendar problems. No, Pooja?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And one more student, Pallavi, Pooja, and who is that one more student I have told? I don't remember the name. ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗೋ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಪಲ್ಲವಿ ಪೂಜಾ ಪಲ್ಲವಿ ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಪೂಜಾ ಕ್ಯಾಲೆಂಡರ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲೆಂಡರ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಐಎಸ್ಸಿ ದಿವ್ಯಾ ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು ಥರ್ಡ್ ಐಎಸ್ಸಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಕೋಡಿಂಗ್
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಐ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್
ಓಕೆ ನಾನು ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ ಓಕೆ ಸೊ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಎಂಡ್ ದ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ನೌ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ and thank you for your explanation all of you thank you very much